What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. I'm once again joined by Tyler. We are back for another Kingdom Hearts video, the last day of our Kingdom Hearts content. We've had so much fun making these videos, and we have two videos going out today, both kind of talking about the worlds and the future of Kingdom Hearts. So we want to talk about the worlds we want to see, or future worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, we saw from the secret ending in Kingdom Hearts 3 that it's a possibility that the game goes in a more realistic nature. Maybe it goes towards more video games, maybe Final Fantasies in it, but there's also the Disney aspect, which means, we could talk about Disney worlds, and we're going to be talking as our final video about that aspect, about Disney in Kingdom Hearts. So we're going to go back and forth, and I'll give it to Tyler. Tyler, what are some worlds? These are not worlds that we maybe would expect. Again, Final Fantasy, I think, is pretty much a shoo-in, but what worlds would we want to see explored in Kingdom Hearts? We did this video, actually, I believe, a full year ago at E3. We made a video, Tyler and I, talking about 5 worlds we wanted to see in this game, in Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think we got any of them, but they were good ideas. So, Tyler, what are worlds you want to see explored in future Kingdom Hearts games?
Definitely, what I'll say is this. If you haven't checked out our Secret Ending Explained video, I suggest that you do so, just because I really go into why it's almost it's essentially confirmed just from that video, the Secret Ending video, that we will be getting more realistic looking worlds, and it has to do with also why we didn't get any Final Fantasy characters or worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3. So I'm just going to say that. Go check that video out first. You might be able to catch some of the things that I say in this video, though. So, having said that, we will be getting more realistic worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4. Go figure. So, what I would like to see... Now, here's what I will say, too, before I even start. And we're going to have a totally different video about this. People are saying that there's no more Disney in Kingdom Hearts. Wrong. There always will be Disney. It's literally made by Disney. Just so you understand. It's made by Square Enix and Disney. It's a dual partnership. Literally one of the first things you see is Disney when you boot up the game. So don't worry. Pixar, all that stuff is still going to be there. So, having said that, I actually think, and I'm going to start this off with what I almost would say is an 100% certainty, believe it or not, and that is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. And that might actually surprise some people, because this was Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End in Kingdom Hearts 3, but it actually makes sense to have Dead Men Tell No Tales because Sora definitely has this connection to Will and Elizabeth. He remembers them from the first time that he visited them in Kingdom Hearts 2, but when Will is stabbed, I've never seen Sora. He freaks out and he starts beating up Davy Jones, with his fists. He starts beating up Davy Jones, and even Donald and Goofy are holding him, not holding Sora back, holding Davy Jones back. I mean, they're really trying to beat the crap out of Davy Jones. He was mad. He was pissed, really. He was royally pissed. And literally just today, a couple hours ago, I was playing the Pirates of the Caribbean world. I was just sailing the ship. I was like, actually, this is kind of cool. I wish it was a little bit more. Then I was thinking to myself, if they do another Pirates of the Caribbean world in the next game, and then obviously that would be 5-6 years away, who knows what they would add on to it. Now that's there is a basis, similar to Assassin's Creed did that. They had it, and they're like, hey, that really worked. Let's turn it into a whole video game. And we already have some of the foundation built. Same thing here. They already have some of the foundation built. They made all the ship stuff, all the water, the sail, all of it, cannons. Let's just expand on it. Totally makes sense. And Sora was he was asking to Jack, he's like, do you think Will and Elizabeth will be okay? And he asks a couple questions about Will and Elizabeth, and he feels bad and this and that. And really, if you think about it, essentially, and this is a totally separate thing. We have a Pirates of the Caribbean community series. Check that out if you're into Pirates of the Caribbean. But it's looking like Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales will be the last Pirates of the Caribbean with Jack Sparrow, and very likely Will and Elizabeth. So it's kind of like a conclusion for those characters. So it almost makes sense for Sora to go there, see Jack again, help Jack out against Salazar, see Barbossa again. It would be Sora's final time with Barbossa, but it would be kind of cool, and it makes sense that Sora would meet Henry and Karina. He would meet these new generation characters on a whole new generation of Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 4 will kind of be like, that was Kingdom Hearts 1 and all that. That was the Xehanort saga. This is a whole new saga. Anybody can join. You might not really even need to understand the other stuff, not all that much. So it's kind of like, here's a fresh slate. So here we are. We're new. There's new characters. We're going to this world. Oh, look, Henry and Karina, you're new too. It literally, that works so well together, I think. And now that you can have more than just one extra party member, we could literally have Sora, Donald, Goofy, Jack, Henry, or Henry, Karina, or whatever. So I can totally see that. But like I was saying, this would be the last time that this would be the conclusion for Sora and Barbossa's relationship. Not that they really have one, but that would be awesome. Sora fought Barbossa the first time. This time he's like, what the heck? Barbossa's an ally? And then in the end, Barbossa does this heroic thing, saves his daughter, and he essentially dies. And to see that, like for Sora, that's growth. You know what I mean? Like that love, like there's growth there. I love that, the potential there. There's also potential because how it's the end basically for Will and Elizabeth. They get their happy ending. Sora would get to see that, which I think Sora would really love to see. Because I assume that one of the big things for Kingdom Hearts 4 is Sora's having to find Kairi. So it'd be very similar to that. You know what I mean? Like, they got their happy ending, and that's what I'm hoping to get for us. So that makes sense. So I can really see Pirates of the Caribbean. I can actually see Moana. I feel like Moana as a Pixar movie works really well. The colors, the island, all that stuff, the lava monster, really it's Mother Nature, but the lava monster is a boss. It just totally would fit. I think it would be great. Probably seeing all of them like Donald and Goofy would be kind of dressed more Hawaiian. Sora too. I just think it would be pretty cool. That totally would work. So those are two. I'm just gonna say two. Those are two Disney ones that I would like to see. Disney. Maybe we'll see Toy Story 4 or something like that. I don't know. But I'm pretty positive that we will get. If we don't get both, we'll get one or the other. We'll either get Star Wars or we'll get Marvel. Both deal with light and dark. I almost think that they would go more with Marvel than Star Wars. That's my opinion, because they could do more colorful things, more kind of. It's just different. I feel that they would more want to do Marvel because then they can kind of dress Sora, Donald and Goofy up in superhero outfits. They have. This is the main reason. They have so many different movies that they can choose from. They can literally jump right in, and it's Avengers: Infinity War, or something like that. Or we have Civil War, and then Kingdom Hearts 5 is Infinity War, and Kingdom Hearts 6 is Endgame, or something. They have all these options, and that would be an amazing cinematic spectacle to see all of that. So that makes total sense. And again, Star Wars makes sense too. It does. But I just feel like for them, I feel like Kingdom Hearts, I feel like Marvel is more like fun and it just makes more sense for Kingdom Hearts. I feel like colorful, fun, and all that. But I'm not ruling out Star Wars. That totally may make an appearance. I'd kind of like to see a Sora vs. Vader or something like that. I really would. And then the last world that I'll say is that we will be getting Final Fantasy worlds. There's probably going to be a Verum Rex world, or maybe we'll get like a hybrid Final Fantasy world where it's a couple Final Fantasy worlds, like 2 or 3, merged all into one. Maybe we'll meet Lightning, and maybe we'll meet Noctis in just one world, and then we'll go to another world, and then we'll figure out and deal with Cloud and Sephiroth. So that's totally possible. I know that's 2, but I'm just counting that as like Final Fantasy worlds, I should say. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm predicting. It actually makes sense. And I guarantee you by then there probably would be like a Moana 2, because Moana did rather well. So very likely a Moana world. Very, very likely Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Marvel, they have all those Marvel movies to choose from. And it wouldn't even be the beginning. It would be towards more recent films. It wouldn't be like Iron Man 1. It would be more like Civil War, Avengers, all of that kind of stuff. And maybe Star Wars, and also some Final Fantasy worlds. And like I said, we'll probably see maybe Lightning, or the Kingdom Hearts version of Lightning, Noctis, Cloud, Sephiroth. Probably see Leon again, and all of them. So those are my predictions for Kingdom Hearts 4 Worlds.
I completely back Tyler up. I think those are all very good things. I do want to throw this in. I want to talk about this for Pirates. I'll go the same kind of way Tyler did. Pirates of the Caribbean, I do definitely think that Pirates 5 would be included in Kingdom Hearts. And what Tyler said, in terms of the game, makes a lot of sense. Okay, the connection Sora has with Jack, with Barbossa, to get in the new people, that makes a lot of sense. Another thing I think you have to think of when it comes to these games is the popularity of whatever it is with where they are. So this is a Japanese developer, and to them, Pirates of the Caribbean is actually a very, very big deal. Pirates 5 did extremely, extremely well overseas. Nomura himself has said that Pirates of the Caribbean is one of his favorite Disney films, and it shows, okay, because you don't go back and make a game and throw the world into the game based off of a over 10-year-old movie. This is a movie that's 12 years old at World's End at this point. That's more like, honestly, I feel like Pirates is a passion project that gets included into the games for them, because to be honest, could they have picked different worlds that maybe would work better? Did Pirates of the Caribbean necessarily have to come back for Kingdom Hearts 3? No. I feel like that is just because of Nomura himself, which is great because I love the world. I thought it was actually a little short personally, so if they wanted to come back and do it, and I absolutely think that will happen. Pirates 5 will be in it. It's very popular where they make the game. It's very popular to Nomura, and for that same reason, I agree with Tyler. Marvel over Star Wars. I think Avengers would be the next thing that you'd want to see in the whole live action feel to Kingdom Hearts. I feel like they would, in fact, go with Marvel. And for me, I actually would be opposite. I want to see Star Wars more than I would want to see Avengers in it. But you have to think about the recent times with Star Wars. Now, obviously, we're recording this, and Kingdom Hearts 4, or Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously, is releasing after The Last Jedi came out. But, they were making it beforehand. What I'm basically trying to say is Star Wars Episode 8 did monumentally awful overseas. Okay, so to them, I don't know if Star Wars is that big of a deal. Star Wars is mainly where we are, United States, this half of the world. That is where Star Wars is the biggest that it is. So you have to think about that as well. It was something on the flip side, as Avengers, that movie does insane everywhere. Okay, so if you were thinking about future movies for live action, I think they would do Avengers over Star Wars. I personally would want to see Star Wars. I'd love to see what Darth Vader would look like, and I 100% think they would do a 4, 5, 6 episode. I don't think they would do the prequels. I don't even think they would do the new. I wouldn't want them to, and because Kylo would be cool, Rey would be cool, but I would want to see them do Darth Vader, like Tyler had said. So those two are locks. I do agree. I think Moana is a fantastic choice, a very colorful, very bright. There's a lot of good choices that they could have. Toy Story 4, like Tyler said, coming back, and the fact that franchise is continuing on. Again, kind of a weirder one. Obviously, Toy Story 4 was announced when this game was getting built and getting put together, but still a little strange to go into a world in Toy Story that's pretty old. The last Toy Story came out 6, 7, 8 years ago, so a little bit weird to go back into that one. So you'd have to think Toy Story would be included as well. And then, like Tyler said, Verum Rex I think would be 100% confirmed. Final Fantasy, we're going towards the more video game feel, as it seems. And there's a reason that we didn't see the Leon and Cloud and all of that in Kingdom Hearts 3. I think that totally will make a reappearance. And I totally agree with Tyler. To see Lightning, to see Noctis, to see them come in, that would be so cool. I would love to see those main protagonists of the last couple Final Fantasy games interact with Sora in that kind of new feel, how the game looks, how Final Fantasy looks. I'd love to see that with Kingdom Hearts. So I totally agree. I think there's a lot of really good options, and I really want to see them do at least a couple of them. And I think we have a good chance of them coming back. So guys, let us know in the comments below, what worlds do you want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4? Disney, video game, any world, let us know. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys are notified when all our videos go up. We have one more Kingdom Hearts video going up later today. If you guys are watching it after that, go back and check out all of our videos that we've done. We've had a ton of fun making these community series videos and making these videos in general. We really appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you on the next one.